So everyone, we're in the Mosque-Cathedral of Cordoba, and the first thing that will strike you when you come here is the blend of Muslim architecture and European architecture like Baroque, Gothic or Renaissance. But there are three particularities of this cathedral that actually blew my mind. One is that this is the first monument in Spain to be declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. The second one is that this mosque is not actually faced to La Mecca, but it's actually faced to the south. And the third one, this is the only mosque in the world that has a cathedral in it. And so come to Spain, come to Cordoba, and you'll love it. Cordoba, one of Spain's historical gems, is a city full of history and tradition, where the past and the present intertwine in a unique way. Situated on the banks of the Guadalquivir River in the Andalusian region, Cordoba was one of the main capitals of the Islamic world during the Middle Ages. The city of Cordoba, once known for its wisdom and grandeur, was a center of knowledge, culture and art during the caliphate of Abd al-Rahman I. Its famous Medina became a melting pot of civilizations, a place where Muslims, Christians and Jews coexisted, making it a beacon of tolerance and diversity. And one of Cordoba's greatest treasures is undoubtedly the Mosque-Cathedral. Its history begins in the 8th century, when Abd al-Rahman I decided to build an Islamic palace of worship on the site of an old Visigothic church. Over the centuries, the mosque was expanded by several caliphs, reaching its peak splendor under the rule of Abd al-Rahman III. The exterior of the Mosque of Cordoba is a masterpiece of great majesty. Its imposing main entrance, known as the Gate of Forgiveness, is one of the most outstanding examples of Islamic architecture in the West. The walls surrounding the building stand out for their robustness, while the patio of the orange trees which surrounds the mosque invites contemplation and calmness, serving as a transition space between the earthly and the divine. Climbing the bell tower or Al-Hajara Tower of the Mosque-Cathedral of Córdoba offers a unique and fascinating experience. Originally built as a minaret in the 14th century during the Caliphate period, the tower rises as one of the highest points in the city, offering spectacular views. The ascent through its steep staircase, once used for the muezzins' call to prayer, allows visitors to immerse themselves in the building's history, passing through different levels that maintain their original structure. At the top, visitors are rewarded with an impressive panoramic view of Cordoba, with the Guadalquivir River, the Old City, and the Sierra de Cordoba as a backdrop, a vision that connects the city's past and present. Once inside, the interior reveals one of the most impressive works of Islamic art. The space is a vast expanse of columns made from precious materials such as marble, jasper, and granite, supporting the characteristic horseshoe arches of the Umayyad style. Thousands of columns, some repurposed from Roman and Visigothic buildings, come together in a structure that seems endless. The mihrab, oriented towards Mecca, is another of the most important points in the mosque. with its dome decorated with impressive golden mosaic, stands out as the symbolic center of Muslim prayer. The intricate decoration, geometric patterns, and floral motifs showcase the magnificence of Islamic art and the devotion of artisans who made it possible. After the Reconquest in 1236, King Ferdinand III of Castile allowed the conversion of the mosque into a Christian cathedral. This transformation left its mark on the building, adding Renaissance and Baroque elements that contrast with the original Islamic austerity. The impressive cathedral, with its main altar, choir, and multiple side chapels, turned the mosque into a Christian place of worship without losing the grandeur that characterizes its Muslim past. Several chapels of the cathedral are currently undergoing restoration, and in many of them we can see frescoes that transport us to past centuries. The altar reserved for Christian Mass is located in the Chapel of the Tabernacle, a Christian chapel built inside the mosque in the 16th century. It is a magnificent example of the unique blend of Islamic and Christian architecture within the building, representing the cultural and religious diversity of the region. The altar is adorned with intricate works of art, including a beautiful canopy and impressive sculptures, and it is considered one of the most important Christian artworks in Spain. The Christian altar is a symbol and testimony to the building's rich and cultural heritage. The presbytery has a ribbed vault decorated with medallions featuring saints and apostles, as well as angels in relief carrying musical instruments and Marian praises. The dome of the transept was built in 1599 by Juan de Ochoa. The choir vault is covered by a lower barrel vault with lunettes and is also the work of Juan de Ochoa, with decoration by Francisco Gutiérrez Garrido, following designs attributed to Pablo de Céspedes. The main chapel features Baroque artworks, including an impressive altarpiece which is considered a masterpiece of the era. Gazing upon it, one soon finds out why. This altarpiece is structured in a bench, a main body formed by 3 sections through 4 columns with composite capitals, and an attic. In addition to the paintings and figures of St. Peter and St. Paul, the main figure of the high altar is the custodia or temple. This is a later work made around 1653 by Sebastián Vidal with designs by Alonso Matias. It is divided into 2 bodies, the first with a square floor plan, the second with a circular floor plan, topped with a dome with a lantern. As a curious fact, it is thought that Matias could have been inspired by the one made by Juan de Herrera for the San Lorenzo del Escorial monastery years before. Right in front of the main altar is the choir, which enjoys the justified reputation of being one of the most beautiful and best executed in all of Spain. The construction of the choir stalls dates back to 1742, replacing the old Gothic stalls dating from 1486. The choir stalls are made up of 60 high and 46 low stalls. The lower level stalls feature medallions with reliefs of the martyrs of Cordoba, while the upper level stalls are decorated with scenes from the Old and New Testament, which demonstrates the extraordinary quality of the Sevillian master, Pedro Duque Cornejo. The center of the choir is occupied by the episcopal chair. The combination of Christian and Islamic architecture and art creates a unique and fascinating juxtaposition, which demonstrates the history of the building and the cultural diversity over the years. Today, the Mosque-Cathedral of Córdoba is a symbol of the coexistence of cultures and religions. Its beauty attracts thousands of tourists from all over the world, who come to admire not only the impressive architecture but also the history that lies within its walls. Córdoba is a city that lives between two worlds, a place where the past blends with the present, and where the Mosque-Cathedral stands as a beacon of the historical and cultural wealth of this fascinating city. My name is Alex Moraras. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, share, and definitely subscribe to find out more amazing places to visit before you come to Spain.